Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick little video after playing 56 hours of Stalker 2 within this first week. I've been absolutely no life in the game. I took several days off from work even to play it. The review is going to take a while to get out just because I'm going to be busy hanging out with family Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'm not going to be playing Stalker for a while. But I think at this point, with 56 hours in the game, I can give you guys a pretty solid opinion on it. Here's what I'll say about Stalker 2. If you are one of the people that is looking to buy the game for a full $60, and play the game and you're expecting to play an entirely finished product, it is not for you. This is an early access game. I don't really think there's any way around it. It is an early access game. It is incredibly buggy. It is incredibly unoptimized. I've played Stalker 1 through 3, Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. And, jank, they like to call it Euro jank. Jank has been a thing in the soccer games. It absolutely has been, but Stalker 2 goes above and beyond here, man. We're talking about serious progress impeding bugs, bugs that literally will just make every single player's experience worse. For example, one of the biggest, no spoilers or anything, but one of the biggest bugs right now is that there is a side quest where you're supposed to defend a town from bandits, and you were unable to do that. And if enough time passes in the game with you not doing that side quest, you will just lose that entire town. You will lose the merchants there, all of the side quests there. You won't be able to fast travel to it. It's like it's wiped off the map. And as of right now, every single player that is playing through the game will have that happen. There is a way around it if you cheat, but obviously most people aren't going to do that. So practically every single person, that's playing the game is just going to lose an entire city. And who knows what bigger ramifications that can have. I have had several main quests where the optional parts of the main quest are not able to be completed. I've had, doors that refuse to open upon like rebooting the game, changing settings, loading, reloading, all of that. The doors still will not open. So I think it transcends, the usual stalker jank here. This is an unfinished game. It is early access. And, for me, I am really loving Stalker 2. I'm loving it, man. It's everything that I wanted the game to be in terms of like the gameplay and stuff and the world, and I'm really liking the story even, but I think it would be very hypocritical for all of us to shit on games like Redfall when they come out and they are in a completely disastrous state, but not shit on Stalker 2 here. So if you want to buy the game in order to support the devs, if you want to play, if you have Game Pass and you're playing it on, just on Game Pass, I totally understand. I would personally recommend waiting to play the game until some patches come out. The first big patch is supposed to come out, and we'll see how much of the stuff it remedies. But I'm going to just be entirely honest with you guys. There is so many problems with this game. Like the problems that I just detailed are literally just tip of the iceberg. I haven't even talked about the actual balance issues and the HP pools. I haven't talked about the economy issues that the game has and how you use a gun for 5 seconds and then, it costs like 8,000, 9,000 to repair it, right? I haven't talked about other progress impeding bugs. Like if you go through one entrance of one of the bases, a dude will engage in a conversation with you that you cannot exit at all, and you're stuck in a conversation with this guy and you have to alt F4 out of the game, and you have to literally just avoid this dude like the plague, or else you have to restart your entire game, right? I'm not even talking about the optimization issues or the lack of a dead zone. If you're playing on controller, it's practically unplayable if you have even 1% stick drift because you're just constantly I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm not even touching on any of that stuff. So this is what I would say about the game. I think it's only going to get better, both through the official patches as well as through mods. Modders are going to go crazy as well. I have no doubt that these issues will be fixed, but for me, this is very similar to a Baldur's Gate 3 situation where the further you get into the game, the buggier and buggier it gets, and the more apparent it gets that this is an early access game and it probably should not have released for a little while. So those are my thoughts on the game. I'm personally really enjoying it. Yes, it sucks that my playthrough has been hampered so hard by a lot of these bugs. Sucks I lost an entire city, for example, but I am still having, a solid time with it. I just think that it would have been really nice if the devs were just entirely transparent. If they said, listen, we know the game is incredibly buggy. We know it's incredibly unoptimized. We have to get it out right now though, so we're going to launch it as early access. I think that would have been a much better thing. I would have loved to see the honesty, but instead we had the devs put the review embargo for the launch day, which you can look throughout history. Every single time a developer has made the review embargo for their game the same day as the launch day, it has been an extremely disastrous launch in terms of bugs, performance, whatever. The only reason that devs have ever done that throughout all of history is because they know that the game has a lot of issues and they do not want reviewers posting a week ahead of time about all of the issues, all of the bugs, all the performance optimization issues, because they don't want people to cancel their pre-orders. So I do think that overall it is very scummy. Yes, I am not a fool. I understand the trials and tribulations that the dev team has went through. I understand the Russian-Ukraine war was going on. I understand all of this. I'm not a dummy. I get it. However, I do not think that that excuses the lack of transparency and the lack of honesty from the devs ahead of the launch. And so overall, I do think there's a little bit of scumbaggery going on, but this game will get good eventually. I would just say if you're one of those people that wants the best experience playing through the game for the first time, I would wait. I would strongly recommend waiting because it does get far more buggy the further you get into the game. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I will have a full review out on the channel once I actually do go ahead and finish the game. But like I said, I'm going to be pretty busy over the next few days, spending time with family and stuff. So I probably will not be getting that review out for at least another week or two or something along those lines. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see all of you guys in the next video or Stream Rooney. Bye-bye.